Hi, welcome to Deus Ex Mankind Divided. We are doing Fade to Black. This is a side mission that you pick up after you've been into the NSN on the mission checking out the men in charge. The psychiatrist, I forget her name, will come up and have a chat to you about Vincent Black, who's gone missing, and if you choose to accept, you'll get to do this mission. It's worth doing. There's a Praxis Kit at the end of it, and we'll explore a couple of little places along the way as well. Anyway, you can ask her some other stuff as well and keep her in Miller's office, and she starts to freak out a bit, but eventually she'll sidestep out. Don't miss the button under Miller's desk. It opens his safe. But once you're done there, you want to head to Vince Black's office. If you don't want to hack his computer, you can get his password here in the IT room in the restricted access section. It's something like Origami 1970. There we are, along with McCrady's and Peter Chang's, although Peter Chang never ever seems to leave his computer. Perhaps he does in Prague 3. When we come back, we'll see. Anyway, heading to Black's office, and there's a train ticket there that you'll want to grab. That saves you 350 credits later. You can give it to Dobromila, which is part of the quest. And once in there, either hack his computer or use the password that you've just acquired. You can go, I think, straight for the server node. You get a little bit of experience for it, so it's probably worth doing.
I'm in Vince's office.
Once you're done there, Dr. What's her name? Let's make this bigger so I can actually read it. Dr. Delara Auzenne will chime in. Don't miss the chance to hack any other computers on the way out. See, Chang never ever leaves his computer. There's a pocket secretary here as well from Vince, which I missed the first time round. It's a code for the Palisade Bank. That's right by the girl who's on, I guess, reception, Aria, I think her name is. Anyway, ride the lift up, and we are going to go check out Dobromila. She's in the red light district, so make your way over there and up here and around this way. We'll do a little bit of exploration here. She's in the Red Queen or whatever it's called, but if you head up this way, watch out for that weird chain, and then around here you'll want jumpy legs for this, and onto the roof. You can also jump straight from the roof where she is, and around the back here you'll get 300 Pathfinder and a sniper rifle along with a consumable. And that's a secret way into the theatre should you want to go and poke around in there later. Anyway, talk to Dobromila. You can choose either outcome. She's got some pretty weird voice acting. All this will do is change a bit of a chat later with Auzenne. Watch out for those thugs in the background. You know, she says, I don't want to be noticed. Pay attention to that. She means it.
We must be discreet.
I must be discreet, darling. Please, I'll tell you whatever I can, whatever you want. But yeah, agree to her terms of discretion. That is the correct way to go here. Actually, but not here. This isn't the time to ask questions. Say yes, I understand. You can ask her everything else later. If you don't say yes, I understand, those thugs will come with you when you get here. You'll see what I mean. We've gone to southern Prague, following the marker. This is into the place where there is a dude hanging around in Prague 1. See, she'll be followed out by these two thugs. You can take them down just about and save Dobromila. She might get stuck in a permanent panic state, in which case just save and reload. And when you reload, she'll come back, but you'll see by the time I make it there, this time he shot her in the head, and there's not much I can do about that. But you can still loot her corpse. You'll just miss out on 350 experience, and you'll be stuck with a train ticket for the rest of the game. Anyway, you've got to read the back of that map. If you do listen to what she says and stop questioning her, oh, and don't miss the ebook here. And also where the thugs came from. In Prague 1 it's restricted. You may have already been in here, but if you haven't, there's a dude wandering around in here next to a safe. There's a pocket secretary and some neuropazine in there, and if you punch a hole in the back of the wall there, there's another neuropazine down here just in case you need those, and you'll get an explorer bonus for that as well. It's right next to his head, or her head, his head, its head, the corpse's head. Anyway, if you did choose to honour Dobromila's wishes, she'll come out without anyone behind her, and you can have a nice chat with her. And you can talk about all the things you didn't talk about at the club. She will give you a bunch of information about Vlasta, the address of the locker and the passcode for it as well. You can choose to explore all the options, Dobromila, Vlasta, Vince, but eventually you'll get round to lead the negotiation, or whatever that bottom option is, negotiate for information. When you've done that, she will say, I want money and a train ticket to Berlin, which is only 350 credits, but you can choose just to give it the ticket, which seems like kind of a cop-out. It's not really enough, but she'll give you the code there, 2565, so she's very short. Again, don't miss the book and the neuropazine if you haven't already got that, but then make your way back to northern Prague, where we're going to go and confront Vlasta. But when you get to the train station, you can go this way, hacking to the left, and there's some bits and pieces in here, some crafting parts and a triangle code up there. So don't miss those, and a sellable as well. And on the way out, we're going to nip into a little room as well. There's a policeman standing right by it on the right there. You can hack this with Ghost on, and he won't see you, won't get bothered at all. Then go in there. You might want to keep Ghost up while you go in. Shut the door behind you. There we are, and then you can make a little bit of noise looking around. There's a biocell in here and some crafting parts and a pocket secretary with a code on it, and I think, yeah, a code 2411, not sure what it's for, some sort of lockup anyway, and a sellable part under there. Now if you open the door, this cop will get suspicious. You can mug her, or him, it's him, and you won't be seen. There we go. And then shut the door behind you, obviously, so the body doesn't get seen, and out this way. Now we're going to head over to the Palisade Bank, but not before we've explored up there. Now you'll probably want remote hacking for that, so you can hack that, or you can hack the awning. That awning was already down, I think I'd already hacked it, but if you don't have remote hacking, you might be able to jump up that way. Otherwise, I'm not exactly sure. I don't think you can get across to that, sadly. So you're probably going to need remote hacking to get up into this one, but you get an Explorer bonus for it. Just drop onto the platform there and in. 100 Traveller. It's not huge, but there's an ebook in there. A computer to hack. There we are. And some good other bits and pieces. Stun gun and other, you know, sundries, credit chip, and so on. Anyway, when you've done that, head over here around the back of Palisade Bank. You can go around the long way if you want. Now, this one on the right, 1293, you probably want to go in here because there is an awful lot of good stuff. A revolver, amongst other things, some hacking software, but also a credit chip with 3,046 credits on it, and some neuropazine. So don't miss that. The code Dobromila gave us 2565 to go in here. There we are. And then activate that, flip the breaker, shut the door behind you because you want to walk in the barn, and then down here. There's some little bits and pieces to pick up, and there's a vent at the back that you might want to nip into now. If you go all the way to the end of that, you'll get a 200 Explorer bonus there. And then head back and talk to Olivie. I think her name's Olivie. This way. There we are. Now, once you talk to her, it doesn't really matter what you pick, as long as, well, I went with sympathise or empathise or something. Acknowledge. Gollum was hell. It is hell. I saw segregation in Gollum, oppression, crime, but I also saw courage. Anyway, whichever one you pick, eventually Vlasta will walk in, and that's when things get interesting. 350 experience for doing that. Again, it doesn't really matter who you speak to, what you say here. Vlasta will come in after this one. Yeah. There we are. Hey buddy. Now if you've got the CASIE mod, which you should have because experience, you can negotiate passage. Whatever you do, you want to say negotiate passage. Otherwise a fight's going to start and you won't get your Praxis Kit. Now next up, if you've got the CASIE, you can persuade, otherwise you're going to have to bribe for 1800 credits. If you do use the CASIE, go left twice, press and press. And it will come out without any problems at all. You'll get 500 Spin Doctor, and then another, I think, 350. It doesn't actually show, but you'll get 350 there, I think. Now, don't forget to speak to, which I completely did, to Olivie once you're done, because she'll go, oh, thank you, you're amazing, despite the fact that you caused all the trouble, and if you hadn't turned up, she'd have been fine. She gives you a Praxis Kit, because, I guess, why not? I'm not sure, really, honestly. Anyway, there's a Praxis Kit. And then head out. And now we're going to investigate Vincent Black's apartment. You'll find his body on the floor. There's a pocket secretary with the psychologist's computer, psychologist there. Delara will chip in and she'll wrap the case up for you. You'll get 350 experience and then another 750, so 1100 in all. Now you can loot Vince's body. There's a pocket secretary on it which explains the shoe, which is also on his corpse. It explains it a little bit at least.
I'll take your word for it.
There we are.
I'm gonna let you read when you break this to Miller.
Pick it up.
Right.
Pick it up now.
Of course.
Be careful out there, Adam.
Be careful out there, Adam.
There we are, 350 and another 750. The Pocket Secretary says something about, so Vince Black is Sondersbog is Vince Black. He was basically charging people, taking money from people to smuggle them out of Gollum along with Vlasta. So he was running a double thing. Anyway, I asked him to give you something before pulling the trigger. She said it was your favourite. Knows how to make a man feel safe. Loved even. And that's the reason he's carrying a red stiletto. Hurrah! And he's got 92 off the credits. Now I've got 100,000. I don't really know what I'm going to spend them on. Don't miss the Praxis Kit from the original guy in Prague, though. He's got one more in Prague too. So definitely go back and get that. Anyway, on the left, the previous one, checking out the men in charge. And on the right, let's put, I don't know, some Praxis Kits in northern Prague. Anyway, that's it for now. See you in the next video. Lots of love. Bye!